Welcome back to the Reading Royals Summer Signing Series. Mark Thompson, team broadcaster, here with head coach and director of hockey operations Larry Corville, announcing today the 8th signing for the Reading Royals. Coach, we get another D-man today, the rookie Jordan Heywood out of Merrimack College.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have Jordan on board. He's done a very good job at school. Remember Merrimack, he was a captain there for 3 years, and I'm told he can play in all different scenarios, can play the power play, can kill penalties, competes really well, moves the puck really well. Played a little bit at the end of the year in Bakersfield, and then signed an ATO with them. I had to go back to school and finish up for his degree. And spoke to Troy Mann, who spoke very highly of him, who's now the coach in Hershey. And we're very happy to have him on board.
Couple of issues. Number one, you've got to have D. Obviously, you've signed 7 forwards now, or 6 forwards to ECHL contracts. This is your second D. Having defensemen, you've won a championship. You know how critical it is to have solid D-men on the back end. Finding guys very important.
For sure, I think that's probably the biggest part of recruiting is finding quality defensemen that's going to help you win games, and just as important as finding a great goal, a number one goaltender or 2 number one goaltenders that can play in a given night. So we're working on it, and we're talking to several candidates that we like to have here in Reading and trying to get them to commit. So hopefully, it's a nice addition adding Jordan on board. But we have to add some more defensemen, add some more depth in our lineup.
Another element in the ECHL, I suppose, throughout the entire pro hockey world, you've got to sign young guys as well. Sometimes you'd love to have a team full of veterans, but maybe not. You've got to have guys who are young and hungry. Finding good players out of D1 college or major junior, absolutely critical.
Well, for sure. It's with our salary cap, we definitely have to have a number of young guys playing, or even veteran guys that will take less money to be playing and playing on a good team. So, Jordan's a good young find for us to hopefully build with him. And, I know he wants an opportunity in the American League, but he's a good young first-year guy that can come in and play in all situations from what I'm told, and we're definitely excited to have him.
When we talk about this, we've talked about this before, about signing a guy that you really haven't seen played. You don't really get enough time during the season to actually go out and watch D1 college. You don't have any scouts. The conversation with the coach is very important, and as I understand it, Jordan Heywood comes across through the coach as being a high-character kid.
For sure, yes, and that's the the type of kids that we're trying to bring in, type of players. And I've heard nothing but good things. He was a kid we looked at bringing in late last year, and we've got some other commitments from other guys, and we couldn't bring in as many guys as we wanted, of course. But he had success in Bakersfield in the short term. He was there. Talking to Troy, he played in the power play, killed penalties, moves the puck really well. He's a valuable, good ECHL defenseman to have on your team based on what Troy's telling me. And same thing with his coach in Merrimack. Extremely great character. Like I said, we talked about him being a captain there for 3 years. Moves the pucks extremely well, plays in all situations, and those are the type of guys that you want to find as a coach at our level, and hopefully we can build with him at being a first-year guy and becoming better and learning the pro game and being an effective player for us.
Yeah, I think he won the team award for perseverance and dedication. Those are obviously 2 very important components. Also, on the back end, looking to create some offense, and he was a guy that created some pretty solid offense. The numbers are good out of college. 14 goals, 51 assists, 65 points in 147 games. And the 147 games stands out because it's more games than any player in Merrimack College has ever played.
Well, that means he's in the lineup every night, whether he's playing every night because of his abilities, plus injuries, right? He wasn't injured very often. So it's another key guy that can play a lot of hockey and keep himself in great shape and not have, be on the lineup because of injuries or minor things like that. So we're excited, like I said, to have him, and I haven't really met him in person yet. We had some great conversations on the phone. He sounds like a great character kid and is willing to work and do the little things for us to be successful.
And you've had good, or the Royals have had good luck out of guys out of Merrimack College as well. Robbie Lalonde was a D-man that came out there. Jeff State, another D-man that we saw. Or actually, Jeff, I think, actually played forward for the Royals. Yeah. And another guy that came out there was Jesse Todd, and I'm presuming that he was a teammate of Jesse Todd at one point.
Yeah, Jesse wasn't a guy I contact in regards to Jordan. Sometimes I do contact former players of mine or players of mine to get their opinion, but I had enough feedback from not only their coaching staff but some affiliations that I worked with in the past about Jordan. He's also a kid that could possibly attend Boston's rookie camp in the summer here. So he's a kid that's looking to move up and getting that opportunity, and that's an area where he can showcase himself and hopefully get earn a responsibility in the American League.
Yeah, I think the other D-man from Merrimack that I was thinking about was Brian Schmidt, who was a guy who was a very effective player. Merrimack is one of those programs that has shown they've turned out a lot of big, kind of rugged players.
Yeah, all those defensemen that you discussed, I played with or coached, and were effective players at our level and did very well. And Brian was probably the most experienced guy who played a lot in the American League. Now has had a pretty good career in Europe and had some success over there.
All right, the 8th signing for the Reading Royals, second defenseman to an ECHL standard. Players contact Jordan Heywood out of Merrimack College. Coach, as always, I want to thank you for your time here in the Summer Signing Series.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
And thank you, fans, for watching.